Greetings, y'all. My name is Tracy Brown. I'm an artistic activist, visual artist, curator, and leader of the effort to ensure the United States General Services Administration, also known as the GSA, is not distributing racially problematic products. I apologize for my extended absence. I've been fighting a nasty bout of COVID and nursing a heavy and broken heart. The recent shootings in Uvalde and Buffalo, as well as the others around this country, are absolutely weighing me down. In the context of the time, the history of this country, and our efforts to stop the GSA, the world's largest purchasing body, from distributing hate-based products like the rubber black man shooting figure, is all the more urgent. We know for a fact that the last presidential administration emboldened white supremacists through its actions, policies, and coded personal invitations to do things like stand back and stand by. We also know that by their own admission, the Department of Defense has identified the presence of white supremacists and white supremacist extremists in the ranks of the military and throughout this country. In light of these realities, though, I want to take the time to congratulate a key government agency. Believe it or not, it's the GSA. Excuse me. As you heard in my last update, the GSA removed the rubber black man from their catalog last month. The fact that the GSA acted quickly to remove the rubber black man shooting figure from their catalog deserves applause. By doing so, they've shown that they're willing to listen to the will of the people, and that they may very well be willing to walk their talk about the advancement of racial equity. As we speak, I'm awaiting the GSA's update on the cancellation of the contracts of all of the people who were selling the rubber black men shooting figures, as well as their update on their planned audit of their catalog and how they propose to change their policies to ensure that racially problematic items are not adopted into the GSA catalog in the first place, and that U.S. tax dollars are no longer used to line the pockets of the purveyors of hate. When we say that an issue is systemic, it means that it's perpetrated because it's ingrained in a system. A system is defined by Oxford Dictionary as a set of things working together as parts of a mechanism or an interconnected network. One of the most substantial and influential systems is the GSA. It's responsible for creating global contractual agreements to option the purchase of literally millions of products. A January 2021 executive order from current President Joe Biden states, affirmatively advancing equity, civil rights, racial justice, and equal opportunity is the responsibility of the whole of our government. That includes the GSA. It goes on to state that advancing equity requires a systematic approach, and executive departments and agencies such as the GSA must recognize and work to redress inequities in their policy programs. It has been recognized in writing that the products that the GSA chooses to adopt in their catalog can influence commerce. Where better to wield that power than in the service of disempowering those who provide training tools and playthings that we can easily see being enjoyed by those who perpetrate heartless acts of murder and terrorism, and clearly illustrate that they are desensitized to the reality of the humanity in the lives they rob from innocent families and communities. One of the most important things about the GSA is that it's peopled by people. right? The GSA itself is an agency, but it's an agency run by human beings with hearts, souls, and minds. They have eyes that can see the urgency of the domestic terrorist situation in this country. And most importantly, they have hands with which to work to bring about change. On the one hand, I'm optimistic that the people of the GSA will do the right thing by using their literally multi-billion-dollar budget to carry out an audit and adopt the necessary policy changes to ensure that the rubber black men shooting targets are not returned into their catalog, or that those selling rubber black man shooting targets and any other racially problematic products are not given a renewed contract as long as they continue to sell this product anywhere in the world. I can't imagine that the people of the GSA want to continue to support the distribution of racially problematic products either by promoting and authorizing their purchase or by maintaining unethical contractual agreements with companies that manufacture and distribute hate. If you distribute hate anywhere, you distribute hate everywhere. If I'm wrong, and I don't think I am, and the GSA intends to maintain business relationships with companies that peddle hate-promoting products and that reinforce racist ideologies that the GSA and our own president purports to abhor, then they owe me, you, and every American citizen whose tax dollars support their system a detailed explanation that makes their choice make sense. Now, my original plan was to collect signatures until Juneteenth this year and then deliver them to the GSA leadership. Unfortunately, the fact that the GSA has not agreed to an audit and the necessary policy changes means that our work is far from done and must continue. I want to end with the words of an influential man, President Joe Biden. When you hear the president's remarks, rather, after you hear the president's remarks, please click the link in my bio to sign the petition and share it with others. Then take to Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook and share my posts with the legislators at all levels, as well as send tweets to GSA leadership to let them know how you feel about this issue. I thank you for your attention, your action, and support of this effort. Ever onward, and I thank you again.
What happened here is simple and straightforward. Terrorism. Terrorism. Domestic terrorism. Violence inflicted in the service of hate and the vicious thirst for power that defines one group of people being inherently inferior to any other group. A hate that through the media and politics, the internet, has radicalized, angry, alienated, lost, and isolated individuals. I and all of you reject the lie. I call on all Americans to reject the lie. And I condemn those who spread the lie for power, political gain, and for profit. That's what it is. We've now seen too many times the deadly and destructive violence this ideology unleashes. Look, we've seen the mass shootings in Charleston, South Carolina, El Paso, Texas, and Pittsburgh, last year in Atlanta, this week in Dallas, Texas, and now in Buffalo, New York. White supremacy is a poison. It's a poison running through it really is. Running through our body politic. And it's been allowed to fester and grow right in front of our eyes. No more. I mean, no more. We need to say as clearly and forcefully as we can that the ideology of white supremacy has no place in America. None. And look, silence is complicity. It's complicity. We cannot remain silent.